I have the belief that women who keep going after cheaters are women who just like the mysterious guy. Women who like the 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 bad boy. The thing is that there's a reason why they come across as bad boys because they're hiding some shit, man. And Dylan Sprouse is a perfect example of that. And you'd be surprised how many women fall for guys like this. So we're gonna be watching this video, and I'm gonna give you guys my take on it. And because it does explain a serial cheater, and we're gonna go about it from more of the psychology behind a serial cheater, because it seems like the nicest looking guys are usually the big cheaters.
The more I looked into Dylan, I was like, wait, I think he actually sucks. We're living together. They had a cute bulldog. It did come crashing and burning pretty quickly, though, when Dana posted this on her story saying that Dylan Sprouse cheated on her. So he cheated.
Dylan Sprouse cheated on Barbara Palvin.
Miss Palvin, one more time.
Barbara arrived solo at the Cannes Film Festival while Dylan is in Indianapolis.
There were posters placed on street poles in New York City. Dylan Sprouse ruined my life.
The Suite Life of Zack and Cody stars Cole and Dylan Sprouse are all grown up, and now that they are adults, there are consequences for their actions. Dylan, in particular, has a pattern of cheating on all of his partners, and after cheating on his wife,
you can't fix them. The problem with these women is their ego. Their ego says my poom poom is good enough to change him. No drug is good enough to change a man. Not even your own kid, not even a fucking baby could change you. Because this is a fundamental issue of the way you were raised and your attachment and traumas. And unfortunately, dopamine validation doesn't change that.
he's being labeled a serial cheater. So let's get into it. Most of us grew up with Cole and Dylan Sprouse from The Suite Life of Zack and Cody on the Disney Channel. And even though these guys have done pretty good for child stars, there's still drama. And I'm sorry, Dylan, but I'm gonna have to focus on you, because currently I've seen a bunch of rumors and postings online about Dylan Sprouse cheating on his girlfriend. Now, you guys know how we feel about cheaters on this channel, and when you are a celebrity and you've got all of those eyes on you, it's even worse when we find out. His girlfriend deleted all traces of him on her Instagram and posted a picture of her crying on her Instagram story, writing, "When you find out your BF cheated on you." Now, he was dating Dana Frazier at the time. This is back in 2017, but the pattern still continues, and I want to show you guys how this pattern has evolved with Dylan. This person tweeted, "Dylan cheated on Dana Frazier? Love isn't..."
The thing is that people never do things just once. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's honestly, if there's something of this channel that you guys can learn from, is that behaviors repeat themselves. People are very repetitive creatures, and that's why I say if you see somebody fighting in the streets, assume that they've always fought before. Assume that's not the first time they cheated, right? That's why I tell people, like with addiction, if you know someone that smokes crack, for example, and they stop doing crack, for example, there's a high likelihood that they could go back. And we as humans, we're so into consistency that we ignore that things change. And we ignore, better yet, that things revert back to how things was in the past initially.
Real. One person added, "Yep, and her roommate was Bree Morgan, who was dating Cole at the same time. She got cheated on by him shortly before this." Another person added, "Yeah, for a while they lived together with a couple of other girls in New York City. I remember Bree would talk about them on her Tumblr." Another person added that both Dylan and Cole are known to cheat on their girlfriends. It's gross.
She is like stupidly gorgeous. She's obviously a model. Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Well, again, it's, like I said, it's ego. Because even if you know that he's a cheater because she's a model, your ego says, "Oh, I'm a model. He's not going to find a better looking girl than me, so there's no reason for him to cheat." That's showing that you don't understand these cheaters. It's a compulsion for the newness. It's like you buy something new today, now you want to wear something new tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? But your ego, when you're younger, it kind of lies to you. It tells you that the reason why they want you is because you're so brilliant. And I'm so attractive, they'll never leave me. That's all ego.
I believe they dated from 2014 to 2017. They were just like this cool hipster Brooklyn couple. They were living together. They had a cute bulldog. Don't ask me why I know all this.
So at the time, Dylan Sprouse was getting a lot of heat online because she posted a picture of herself crying on her page. It must be bad. Dylan went to Twitter to clear the air. Kind of. He didn't deny the accusations of cheating. He said, by adhering to an assumption based on limited information, you neglect the complicated nature of this issue. Which, let's be real, sounds like him trying to say, yeah, I totally did it, but I'm not the bad guy. He continues by tweeting out, the truth always has two sides, and those sides have motivations. These motivations, despite how cloudy they currently seem, are private. Of course, it's always the people who do the bad things that want everything to be private.
In my opinion, basically outed himself by saying this. So he cheated. He cheated. Like, to me, it's just, if anybody, just imagine if your ex came out and was like, he cheated on me, and you had never cheated on them. You would go, no, I didn't. This fluffy gobbledygook is something, like, honestly, I truly think Ariana Grande is looking at this now with Ethan Slater, and she's like, that's really good. Like, I should have done that. And unfortunately, the more I looked into Dylan, I was like, wait, I think he actually sucks. And I know that we all thought that Cole was the evil one, but there's all of these like weird quotes, not only the cheating response, but also he has this like track record of getting really annoyed when child stars will speak out about their bad former experiences, all the way like 10 years ago when Joe Jonas was doing it, up until this year, like a couple months ago, where he said that the kids on Quiet on Set were being very like bratty, and he finds it super annoying when people talk about their past bad experiences.
So, of course, things did not work out with Dana, but he moved on and he met Barbara Palvin, world-renowned model Barbara, who married Dylan Sprouse with a...
And again, the ego in her will say, I'm prettier than the other girl. He's not going to cheat on me. Once again, that's you not understanding why they cheat. It has nothing to do with your pum-pum or how beautiful you are. It has all to do with him and how much he respects you. The thing is this, when a guy's a cheater, and you know, and he knows you know you cheated, and you're with him, he doesn't respect you, because he thinks you're goofy. Like, you get what I mean? Like, like what? All right, buddy. Like, it's, like, people, like, you have to be honest, man. Like, if you can't be faithful to someone, don't be in a relationship. It's that simple. But people just want their cake and eat it too. By the way, this camera makes me look so much better. Last time I got a comment on YouTube that really pissed me off. She was like, Father Alex, why does he look so biblical? She said, why do I look so biblical? Because of the shirt that I had on and the look. They were like, oh, it's because of the shirt and his hair. Biblical. Looking like fucking Moses who just came out of the Mount Sinai. I was like, this has to be the most like biblical. Oh my God. Anyways.
Magnificent wedding was shaken by betrayal before she could celebrate their anniversary. Rumors of the actor cheating on Barbara with a 17-year-old content creator were in the media. Oh no, Dylan. Okay, it looks like they were in a relationship for about 5 years, and they had a ceremony held in a small village in Budapest. Very LA of them. It was alleged that Dylan cheated on his model wife, to be, with a 17-year-old, a creator who goes by Go and Sip With Us. The young woman, whose name was not disclosed, produces content under the Go and Sip With Us name. Barbara removed Sprouse from her last name on social media, and Barbara posted a video with her husband after the allegations, but did not add any caption. Actor Dylan had previously cheated and ended his relationship with Dana Fraser, so what makes Barbara any different? I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater. Let me put this on you real quick, because if you have been seriously injured, your injury could be worth millions. That is
commercials.
Now you guys know we love blind items on this channel. If you are not watching Blind Item Breakdown every Thursday, please go and check it out. This blind item reads, while the significant other is away, the twin actor will play a lot, which was about Dylan and Barbara. And you know what? Whether you like blind
I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if his dad cheated on their mom, because again, cheating sometimes runs in family and runs in cultures.
items or not, a lot of them end up coming true. This comment reads, I don't believe this one. I refuse. Another person commented, I think this is the second time I've seen something about him cheating. Maggie commented, when he visited my university, he was heavily flirting with girls here. Marina writes, it's always the wife, guys. And Alicia writes, I mean, he did cheat on his last girlfriend. On TikTok, this person writes, well, he cheated on Dana Fraser, so I believe it. Another comment reads, all I can think about is that video where she's like, it's Miss Sprouse. And then finally, oh my gosh, I refuse to believe this. Naya writes, don't you dare. Nefarious writes, nah, not after she was like, that's Miss Sprouse to you. Destiny writes, this can't.
It's just, like, people, are you guys noticing something? The signs are always there. Like, when people get cheated on, like, stop acting surprised. Like, honestly, oh, I'm dating an escort and she cheated on me. How's it possible? She fucked him on all off hours. I'm like, how are you shocked? The signs are always there, ladies and gentlemen.
Be true. And then finally, you're joking. The Barbara Palvin.
And Miss Palvin, one more time. You tell him, baby.
And you know what?
Baby.
Barbara is such a catch. I think that's why everyone's so confused. At, like, at that point, it's not like,
because they just don't understand. That's the point. It's not about your looks. You could be the prettiest woman ever. If you just the fact that you're with him after people knowing that he cheated automatically makes him lose respect for you.
like it's like almost like you can't help it. Like, you've already got the best. How are you going to go to a university or go to a 17-year-old and even try to entertain that?
Did anyone else see this? I don't believe it. There's this blind item going around saying that Dylan Sprouse cheated on Barbara Palvin. I did my research. I've looked everywhere. I looked at all the news outlets. I looked at all the media outlets. And it seems like this is the only place that it's been posted. There's not even really Reddit threads on it. I feel like when celebrities show up to a red carpet event solo, I feel like a lot of times people think that they either broke up or something bad happened. And Barbara arrived solo at the Cannes Film Festival while Dylan is in Indianapolis. Super, super random. I just don't believe it. Although I did have this same response when I saw the Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas rumors. Some fans are speculating because Dylan Sprouse cheated on his previous girlfriend. Some people say once a cheater, always a cheater, which I also believe. But do you see that? Like, they're so in love.
Like, that's the thing, right? Goofy ass woman. You can't go off. You know, let me tell you something, man. I'm naive, okay? Every couple I see looks happy to me. But every time I talk to them, like, I was talking to this girl, right? This girl that I used to date. And she got married a few years ago, right? Long story short, they got a divorce like 3 years ago, right? And I talked to her last month, and she was like, I was miserable with him. I was like, what? Everything looked good, man. You guys lived in Italy. Like, that's crazy. How's it possible? And she was like, he would hit me all the time, but not in the face. Had to call the cops a couple times. But I'm like, but you guys looked happy. She was like, bitch, I wasn't happy though. I'm like, damn. That's why people don't judge couples by how they smile on camera. Don't judge couples by that. Suffering happens in silence, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can't. It's very. At least for me, I can't guess who's happy or not. So that's why with judging character and judging the quality of somebody's relationship, going off of the external is really something that's just your insecurities fills it in. If you're unhappy, you're gonna think they're happy as fuck, right? And that's why, like, this shows me how ignorant people are of human nature. Like, people are really ignorant of human nature. They really, like, it's crazy. They really go off of appearances. It's kind of shocking just listening, because I'm like, at least to me, I'm like, but he cheated before. Why are you goofies shocked about this? I don't know, man.
Also, Barbara kind of looks like his ex-girlfriend. If someone just made this up for clout, that's super fucked up too, to also accuse him of cheating on his wife and also with an underage girl. So that's really fucked. But if it's true, that's also super fucked. Neither one of them have commented on it, but I really don't believe it's true, but who knows?
Now, here's an interesting article that completely slipped my radar last year. I don't remember seeing this at all. Dylan Sprouse ruined my life. Actor's phone number allegedly leaked in New York Street poster. Now, there's a Reddit posting where there's this picture that was plastered in New York City that says, Dylan Sprouse ruined my life, so here's his phone number, have fun. Some individuals who called the number reported that the voicemail sounded like Dylan's voice. However, there's speculation.
Again, women who do that are women who make a decision and they know it goes against their own judgment and they get bitten, and they're like, this is what happens when you knew you were wrong and you just went for it, and hopefully you were right. Because when you do that shit, now you're getting petty, motherfucker. Like, now you're getting petty. This is on you. A lot of women do this when they get played, knowing they're about to get played. Rather than leave, you let this happen. Come on, man.
about whether it was a social experiment, prank, or marketing stunt. But the incident follows earlier cheating allegations against Dylan, where he was rumored to cheat on his wife Barbara with an influencer. Here's a podcaster talking a little bit more about these posters that just appeared in New York City.
So you may have seen this online this weekend. There were posters placed on street poles in New York City that had a picture of Dylan Sprouse, which, if you don't know him, he's from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That's what he's most known for.
Yeah.
It had a message that said, "Dylan Sprouse ruined my life. So here's his number. Have fun." And there was a phone number attached.
I had seen this on Twitter and TikTok, and I was like, what did this man do?
Same. I thought he was in a serious relationship, so I was kind of confused what was going on.
He's married now, I think.
I think he might be,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, turns out it's actually marketing for his new movie, The Duel.
Oh.
So someone had texted the number and they said, "Why did you ruin their life?" And there was like an immediate bounce back text message that came through. And it said, "If you're going to keep bugging me, at least watch my new movie, The Duel, this weekend."
Okay, so it was fully just for publicity. And
Yes.
like, let's get this automated text to let people know that I have a movie out.
And I'm wondering, because I was looking into like the plot of this movie, and it's about two guys who are best friends, and one of them like has an affair with the other guy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if the character that Dylan Sprouse plays is the one that ruins the other guy's life.
and then the
that's-
other guy is the one that put the sign
Exactly.
up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Now, if it is a marketing thing, I don't think it's a great approach, because why would you want to be known for ruining someone's life? Like, actually, it reminds me, yesterday I was at the Grove in LA, and I was with my boyfriend, and we saw this woman who had like a fully like black outfit on, like her face was covered too, and she had a t-shirt that said like, "White supremacists like LAPD has been stalking me since 2020" on her shirt, and she just walked around with like a suitcase, and it was really creepy. Just wanted to, has anyone seen that at the Grove before? Comment below, LA locals. To give you guys a little bit more context about Dylan, it seems like he has a tendency of moving very fast in relationships. Actually, back in 2010, he briefly dated an actress, Kathleen
so that's okay.
Rose.
So
But the rumors were
So we can learn from that, right? Anytime somebody tries to go too fast with you, slow them down, right? Slow them down.
never confirmed. There's also speculation that Kathleen also dated Cole, which is a little bit odd. She had both of the Sprouse twins. Go Kathleen. Dylan also dated Kara Crane for a few months. The former couple met on the set of The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody after she made a guest appearance. In the summer of 2018, Barbara came into the picture, and it was known that they dated secretly at first. Once the model admitted that she was acquainted with Dylan, she knew she wanted to have a relationship with him. They claimed that he actually sent her a direct message on Instagram. When she answered, they started communication that day. But
honestly, if you date a guy that's known to be a cheater, that's on you. You're goofy. Like, I'm not going to feel any sympathy for you.
Do you give off Terminator vibes because you're so masculine? Or do you give off nice girl, creepy, and needy vibes because you're just too feminine? The problem is that both sides suffer greatly in their business life, relationships life, and friendships with family and friends. And if you don't know how to fix that, you will repeat the same pattern your whole life and never escape. Well, guess what? I have a course for you, and it's called The Feminine Woman. It's pretty much a course on how to increase your self-esteem through practical means, not through giving you guys affirmation and wishing that you stop being Terminators or you stop being needy and creepy goldfish. No, I'll give you practical things that by you doing this, if you're too masculine, I swear, people will say there's something in you. You look more relaxed. You're just more comforting. You become more emotionally open because I teach you guys those strategies. It's a 5-week course. If you're too masculine, you are successful in life. You are successful in business, but you struggle with connecting. And so that course will give you practical things that if you're a Terminator, you'll come out human, people. Like you'll just give off a more relaxed vibe. It's what I did in my life to heal me from my toxic masculinity. It's a 5-week course, and in that I teach you guys how to let go of the past. I teach you guys how to use your feminine energy to influence without being too sexual, which might sabotage you. I'll teach you guys how to use the masculine to be assertive without scaring people off, because sometimes it could be too much. It's a course that balances those things out. Okay, so if you go Bronx mode, if you're too Beverly Hills mode, I'll teach you guys how to go Bronx mode, or better yet, South Side of Chicago type of shit. Well, now you're just a serial killer right there, right? And with this course has a 30-day money back guarantee, and if you purchase it, you guys also get access to my to the Zoom meditation group where we both meditate, or we all meditate on a weekly basis, and you guys get access to the WhatsApp group. And it's really a good course. If you guys don't like it, just ask for your money back. I mean, you guys can see the reviews right here. A lot of people like those reviews, and you'll see the results. And if you don't see the results, then I'll just give you your money back. Like, I'm not gonna scam you guys if it doesn't work, but I know it's gonna work. So you do that now. Don't end up like Frida Kahlo. All right? Don't do that shit. Y'all just think you guys can break my rules and tell people you watch my channel. You can't do that, okay? So purchase that right now. It's a lifetime. You get lifetime access to that course, and I'll see you guys inside. Take care. Let's continue with the video.